Evelyn from Spotsylvania Courthouse, Virginia, has a question about staying around her pool.
That's a historic place. It's where Lee and Grant met up for the second time.
That was a party.
It was a 3-week party.
A bottle of bourbon and fancy clothes.
You go there, and they actually have ghost tours, and people say they can still hear cannon fire when they go. So anyway, we're telling Evelyn about where she lives. But anyway, Evelyn's thinking about doing her pool deck, and she says, I have a 15-year-old concrete deck and some new concrete, and I'd like to stain them to match. And she sent in these photos here, Tom, to demonstrate what she's talking about. As you can see, the new deck and the old deck meet, and over here, it's a little clearer on this shot.
It's always going to be whiter with the new stuff, yes.
Okay, so she heard you talk about using stains for the situation. I think she may be thinking overlays, but would you use a semi-transparent, a solid stain? What about the sealer in regards? And she wants to know, does she have to do any kind of primer before she puts this stuff down?
With a swimming pool, you have different situations because of the chemicals.
Yeah, and she's worried about being slippery when it's wet, too.
Slippery, too, and also the chemicals from the pool will tear up any kind of paint or something you put down there. So you're looking more of at a coating, and they have a lot of different coatings that people can put on there, and it's going to have to cover everything pretty thick because of the fact that you want to have a nice even color and some kind of texture too, so it's not slippery. So it's not really a stain I would go for. It's going to be more of a coating that goes on top of it and covers it better and can resist the chemicals. Like if you have a chlorine pool or a salt pool, it'll resist those chemicals too. So you got to research that a little more.
I think they're both going to be hostile to whatever you put on there, but from a different direction. I mean, they're both going to be aggressive toward whether it's salt or
but there's chemicals out there that'll handle that. I mean, coatings.
Is this like an epoxy kind of overlay kind of thing?
I wouldn't doubt there's an epoxy base to it.
Yeah.
Most of those coatings have an epoxy type base, but you have so many different options today. I can't just say, do this, because you have so much that you really need to take a look at. Someone locally, because here I could tell you in Houston where to go, but there in Spotsylvania, I don't know. You'll have to find
Spotsylvania Courthouse.
Courthouse, excuse me. No, you're right. But anyway, I don't know who's spotting up there in Spotsylvania Courthouse.
Right. It's halfway between Richmond and Washington, D.C. It's where she lives. And there's nothing big near it. It's like other than the Chesapeake
driven through
Bay.
there. Yeah.
So anyway, it's great hearing from you. And it's great. The pictures tell us that you're definitely not in Texas, too. So anyway, appreciate you sending that in. And you find more helpful answers, y'all, somewhere on our website there at HomeShowRadio.com. Lots more videos like this answering your questions.